Hi everyone, this is Saul from Johannesburg, South Africa, and thank you so much for coming back onto my show and for opening my emails and being part of this journey with me, because internet marketing is a journey. And today I'm speaking to a good friend of mine who's also had her journey of note, and that's Michelle Stevens from the UK. So Michelle, thank you so much for coming to speak to me the day before your launch.
Hey, Saul. Well, thank you for asking me to come and speak to you.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and it's so great to have you on the show. And next time your camera will be working, but at least we got you on voice, and that's
Let's
awesome.
hope so, yeah.
Michelle, you've got a new product coming out, and it's hands-free Hangout Profits.
I have,
And
yeah.
you've had quite a journey up to this stage. And before we come to your product, which is such a cool product, you know that I love Hangouts myself, and I've done stuff with products with Hangouts before. Just tell me a little bit about yourself and your journey with internet marketing, and where do you find yourself today, the day before your launch?
Okay, you know what? I didn't touch a computer at all until I'd say probably about 8 years ago. I'd never used a computer, and I had a flatmate or a roommate back in and she had a computer, and she had an eBay account. And I thought it all looked very, very complicated. And she showed me one day, and I said, "Oh, I must set one of these eBay accounts up." And that's really how I got started. I bought a couple of things, and then I just started selling everything. And she joked. She said, "I'm going to come home one day, and you're going to be sitting on a cardboard box watching a portable TV because you're going to have sold everything." And I was literally just selling everything I owned. And then I thought, well, this is a bit silly, so I better look to buy stuff so I can sell it and sort of make a profit. So that was the kind of first online thing that I did. And then from there, I was also buying books. I was buying them in local libraries and charity shops, and selling them on Amazon. I'm making some quite good profit actually with certain books, like kind of like textbooks, people that are going to uni and stuff. And they're going to have to buy all their books for this year, and obviously they can be really expensive. So if they can buy second-hand books online, that's great. So sometimes I was picking books up for £1 and selling them for £25.
Wow, what year was this?
Like I say, this was probably about 7 or 8 years ago. I knew nothing about internet marketing. I had no comprehension of the fact that you didn't have to sell physical products. Because with eBay and Amazon, I found in the end that I was spending my whole life packing stuff, and having to take it to the post office and mail it, and it all just got a little bit much in the end. But I didn't really understand at the time that you didn't have to have physical products. You could have online, like digital products. I didn't know that back then.
Sure. So that started off your journey, and then where did you go from there?
And then I think it was probably, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, I joined Chris Farrell membership, and that was really where the kind of light bulb came on, and I realised that you don't have to buy stuff to sell it. You can create stuff and sell it, and just really. And again, I had no comprehension of how anything works, and even going back 5 or 6 years, we didn't really have stuff like optimized press and all that. It wasn't kind of widely, every marketer has it. So I learned to do it the old-fashioned way, kind of just putting pages together and uploading images and all that business. It didn't necessarily look particularly pretty, but it worked.
It did the job, right?
It did the job, yeah, definitely. But obviously now there's so much stuff we can use, isn't there, that to make our pages look great. And
Sure.
yeah.
So you went to that, and then you carried on, and you became a seller, and you were doing very well. And then, then like most people, you had a setback, that you had a problem with someone that you were joined up with, and then your list, as all lists eventually do, went a bit cold. And now you're back, Michelle. So you're
I'm
back
back.
now with a brand new launch, and
Yeah.
the launch is hands-free. Let's just have a look here. Hands-free Hangout Profits. Wow.
It
So
is.
I know that you are into your Hangouts, and we are on a Hangout now, and most people don't have any concept of how to even be on Hangout. So I'm
Right.
so excited about your product, because I know that you're going to be able to show people, as I said, I've reviewed it, to show people how to set up the Hangout, and to be able to do these short reviews, and to be able to earn affiliate commission. And what I like about it is that you don't need to be on camera if you don't want to be. and because Google own YouTube and this Hangout is part of Google Plus, these Hangouts are very powerful because they render themselves quickly, and then they rank quickly, and they're just pretty exciting stuff. So, you know, tell us about when people buy your product. What are they going to be getting in that card that you put together?
Okay, so I was talking to someone earlier actually who's going to promote for me, and he said I've got some questions here for you that I think my customers might ask. So can you answer them for me? And it was stuff like, is it difficult to set up Hangouts? Well, no, it's really, really simple. Once you've done a couple, you know, it's just no sweat at all. Is it newbie friendly? Absolutely. As long as you follow it step by step, it's totally newbie friendly. Is it going to cost lots of money? It's not going to cost a penny, unless you want to buy like really expensive microphones and stuff like that. But it's not going to cost a penny to do it. I'm trying to think some of the other questions he asked, like how quickly can you make money? Well, you can. I've made money within the first 24 hours doing this, and this is, as you say, this is promoting other people's products, and it doesn't have to be stuff that's launching today. This is not like launch jacking or anything like that. This can be evergreen products. Maybe it might be something that you've used and you really like. As long as it's a popular product and people are still searching for that term, you can create a hangout about it and still get sales from it. Yeah.
And you can do that, and you can also build up a momentum, because I've got probably about close on 100 out there now, and I often get PayPal emails or notifications that a product has sold, and I remember that I did it quite a while back. And because they build up, guys, and that's the bonus of this, and they rank nicely. And Michelle's going to show you in this report exactly how to do these Hangouts. And when you learn from the report, you can do a Hangout exactly like we do now, because we're doing a Hangout. And you know, a lot of people, Michelle, are scared, like they think that they can break their Hangout, like they don't know how it works technically. And, you know, you'll be surprised is that because me and you, we know how to do it and we love it and we've been doing it for quite some time, there still are so many people that don't know how to do it. I actually interviewed a guy that makes a very good living online, and he said to me, Saul, will you set up their Hangout and send it to me, because it's got 100 people. So it gives you that skill. And, yeah, I mean, it's definitely... Guys, without a doubt, I reviewed this product. I read it in about 30 minutes. I mean, it's what I liked about it, Michelle, is that you chunked it down and you gave a really, you know, nice, very, very easy way to be able to digest it, which is awesome. And yeah, so it's a very exciting product. So that's the front end. Just tell us the exact time and date and what price is it starting off at?
Right, it's going to be a front end report you get. And there's also a mind map, and there's some other nice bonuses in there. And it's just at $7. It's not on a dime sale or anything. It's just $7.
Okay, $7, great.
And it's launching tomorrow, which is February 10th, and it's at noon Eastern time. It's launching.
Noon Eastern time. So that's 12 p.m. EST, and that's 7 p.m. in South Africa and 5 p.m. in the UK.
That's right.
And it's going to be on $7, and you've got a launch period for how long it's going to be there for?
Yeah, it's going to. It runs until the Sunday, which is the 15th, and that's at midnight. It's not going to close. The price is going to go right up. And it will be in the JVZoo marketplace after that. But just for this short period, just for those 5 days, it's just at $7. So you get all the bonuses with it.
Fantastic.
Lots of goodies and stuff.
And when people come in, is there any sort of one-time offers that are attached?
Yeah, there are some offers. They're not needed at all. You can do everything just from the front-end report. But there are some video tutorials. And there's also some bonus videos as well if people want to purchase those. Yeah.
Oh, great. So you got that. And guys, I've been through this. I was one of the first few people to get it. And, you know, it's a special call this for me because I am a friend of Michelle, and Michelle's a friend of mine. And as I said, she's been through a journey, as we all have. And it gets difficult sometimes. But Michelle's pulled herself right back. And this is the journey that internet marketing and any job is about. But we don't, you know, we're entrepreneurs. So we don't get paid overtime, and there is a lot of delayed gratification, guys. You know, with Hangouts, there is a bit of a delayed gratification. You do make money. It does come in quite quickly sometimes, but other times it will take longer. But each time that you put content out, it is very good. And then what you should do, you know, just a ninja tip, which I suggest because I love this method, is that and I'm sure you'll agree, Michelle, is that you should have a home base, your own blog or your own website, and then every time you do a Hangout, you can also put it there. So it's like doubling up the content. And guys, look, what I've always said about Hangouts, Michelle, is that there are two things. First of all, it brings your affiliate links to life, because an affiliate link by itself is just an affiliate link. But if you've done a Hangout and you've done and you're using their internal annotations, which is called the Showcase app, and chances sees you or hears your voice and knows that this person they can trust, they get to know, like, and trust you. And from the beginning of sales, that's people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And also, guys, you know what's very important is that you will learn from Michelle's course how to be really perceived as an expert, because if someone sees you on a Google Hangout, they think that you are an expert, that I can promise you. And I've had that commented to me a lot, because when it renders up, it's actually branded with the name Google, and a lot of people don't know how to do it, and it's free and it's fun and it's really fun. It's actually really fun, and it's a cool system. So Michelle, congratulations, guys. It will be available tomorrow. You'll see an affiliate link on this page. There'll be, there's an annotation on this screen. Click it. It's going to take you down. I've set up a special page for Michelle, and there are 3 bonuses that you're getting from me. So it's $7. I mean, $7 in America. I don't think you can get much for $7, but this is information. And what I always say is that the most important thing is buy it, but consume the knowledge, and print out that book and practice once or twice. And it's launching on Tuesday. By Wednesday, you'll be able to do your first Hangout, even Tuesday night. I promise you'll be able to. And then you've got something under your belt, and it's a great skill to know. So Michelle, congratulations, and I'm really proud of you. If you could just leave us with one bit of advice for anyone that's listening and they want to make 2015 a better year than 2014, because even if we had a 2014, like my 2014 was one of the best years I've had in years, but I wouldn't like to have a repeat necessarily of this year. We always want to try and improve. So for anyone that's listening today, what's one bit of tangible advice that you can leave us with?
I think, and you know what, you and I chat, Saul, on Skype and stuff, and I think the one thing really is just take action. Stop buying stuff. Just pick something and just take action on it, and keep using it, keep doing it until it works.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Action. And even imperfect action is
imperfect
great.
action. Yeah.
And then you can be in the game, and Michelle knows that firsthand, because there are not many women doing internet marketing, and we've all got our own story. So guys, this has been Saul Moraney from Johannesburg, South Africa. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope that you buy Michelle's product, enjoy it. It's really worth the investment. And Michelle, you're approachable in the report. I'm sure your details will be there. And if anyone wants to get hold of you,
absolutely, there's a link. Yeah, there's
Michelle's
a link to my support desk at the bottom of the PDF. Absolutely, yeah.
Michelle's really good at technical stuff, so you can always get in touch with her. And so guys, thanks so much. Saul Moraney from Johannesburg, South Africa. Have a wonderful week. We are in mid-February, and it's going to be March soon, and then Easter, and then the year's going to go fast. So take action today, because really, you can get a skill of knowing Google Hangouts, and even if you know Google Hangouts, there's some really cool little tips in here that will be worth the $7. I mean, you should be able to recoup your investment back very quickly. Okay, guys, speak to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thanks, Saul.